Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For tracks, obviously.
On the lot.
He became steel resistant.
Welcome everyone to another live session of Earthworks Hub. I'm your host, Ivan Orlovic. I am starting exactly on 8 o'clock. It's Sunday, the 8th of June, 2025. I'm going to do a few quick shout outs to people that are logging in here. So White Bartram Excavations, Castle Ridge. Who else we got here? ADM Civil, CP Hire Plant, Record Time. White Bartram saying, hey legend, hello, how are you? Tilney's Earthworks, Aladdin Earth Excavations, Coops is here. Oh my god, there's so many. Hopefully you can all hear me alright. I'm doing it without a microphone again tonight. I think it worked okay, so it's going to be a lot easier to do it like this than trying to stuff around and get all this technology to work. Sydney Rockwalls, how you going? Celtic Earthworks, who else is on here? Definitive Contracting, how you going? Got a fair few people on here already, which is a really, really good sign because tonight is going to be a massive night. We can afford to go a little bit longer as well because tomorrow is the public holiday for the King's birthday. So a lot of us won't have to work tomorrow. So it's going to be a good night to go a little bit longer if we have to. Sunbury Bobcat, how you going? Level Up Earth Moving. Who else is here? CJB. Gary Not Harry, man, we've got a full session going here. Very, very good. Now, this is also being streamed to TikTok, so there's a few people on TikTok already. Actually, there's so many, I can't even go through them all, but thank you to everyone on TikTok. Hopefully, you guys can hear us as well. This always seems to be an issue, but last week I seemed to have fixed it. So, yeah, if you can't hear me on TikTok, please give me a quick shout before I continue. So yes, this is all being streamed on TikTok and Instagram. This will all be put up as well on Spotify, YouTube, and on Apple. So if you do have to leave, or if you miss out on something, or you want to go back and listen to it during the week when you got some more time to actually listen to the whole thing at once, then yeah, go onto those platforms and you can access that. So I'm going to have a guest on with me tonight, so we're not going to do a full podcast. It's just going to be Aaron from Definitive. We're going to do some maintenance matters. So I'm sort of changing things up a little bit. Sometimes I have a guest come on and we do a whole guest interview. And then other times I'm going to try and change it up a bit and have, maintenance matters, mental matters, marketing matters, all those things we spoke about doing in the past. So I'm going back to that sort of method. So tonight I'm going to have with me Aaron from Definitive. So I'll invite him on in a few minutes. Let me do the formalities as usual, and then I'm going to get him on. That also means that other people can join as well. So don't forget, anyone can join. Let me just try and get Aaron on. We'll get talking about maintenance and stuff, and then we can also answer your questions. Because I know that there are a lot of people that are going to be asking questions tonight because they've hit me up and sent stuff to me earlier on. So there are a whole bunch of things to go through. Another big thing and another reason you want to hang around for the whole session tonight is I'm going to be doing a mass giveaway. So I'm going to put the timer on and I'm going to give away something every 10 minutes. So every 10 minutes, I'm going to give away something, and some of them are significant, some of them are small things, some of them are significant. So you do want to hang around. You don't want to miss out. A lot of these things people will be hanging to get. So I've got a couple of goodies I've picked up at different expos, some things that my sponsors have sent me, a whole bunch of stuff. So I'll be doing a 10-minute giveaway for the next hour. All right. Now, speaking of that, Charge Auto, I don't know if they've joined, but Charge Auto, I sent out a Komatsu hat to them, so hopefully they've received that. If they can, just give me some confirmation. Who have we got here? MC Dirtworks, Ashton Lavering, Sash 20,000, Leveram Heavy Diesel, how you going? Bayside Plumbing, Hydrology Plumbing and Civil, Drew Excavations is here, Cash Jobs Only, All About Dirt, Streamline, TNS, DJH, Dig on the Dig. This is really good, man. Good session. And CJB is saying g'day from Hakwa. Wow, you're in Hakwa. Yeah, Hakwa, we've actually been dirt bike riding up down that way. So I think a couple of the boys are up there this weekend, but I didn't manage to go because I sold my dirt bike. I actually don't have one anymore. So, but I hope you're enjoying it. And Glazzy's Diesel just joined as well. All right, so I'm going to be doing a giveaway. Let's start. Let's start with a giveaway. How's that? Before I bring Aaron on, I will start with the first giveaway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question, and then whoever answers that question first and answers it properly will get this prize. So the first one is... Who can tell me, if you want to win this hat and this lanyard, which is also one of their lanyards. So if you want to win this awesome hat that Mr. Healy brought over from Bauma in Germany. So Mr. Healy gave me a whole bunch of stuff as well. If you want to win this hat, the question is, what other equipment is this company known for, or well known for, apart from excavators? So if you want to win this Lieber hat, what other machinery are they known for apart from excavators? Let's go. First answer, or correct answer, wins the fridges. You can't say fridges. Aladdin Excavations has said cranes. All right, so this hat will go to Aladdin Excavations. All right, now, all right, guys. So Aladdin, am I saying that correct? Aladdin Excavations has won the Lieber hat and the Lieber lanyard. Oh, so Definitive Contracting is saying they do wine fridges. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. Sorry. I mean, I should have said what are they well known for apart from machines, excavators. Anyway, that's all right. Aladdin, you've won this. Whoever wins prizes, if you can, send me a DM after this. So send me a message with your details, so your address and that, and then I can actually send it out to you. So well done to Aladdin for that. So what I'll do, I'll put this timer on. So I don't forget, let's go. We'll put the timer on for 10 minutes. All right, there you go. And then we'll do another prize. How's that? All right. So we've done prize number 1. The Lieber hat's gone. All right. I didn't know they make a lot of white goods. There you go. There you go. We learn something new every day. Formalities. Don't forget to list your business on earthworkshub.com.au. Go onto the website and you can add your business on there so that everyone can use your services. You've also got events on there. You've got, what else is on there? Tip sites, jobs, a whole range of stuff on there. So go on there, add your business on there, just like our listing of the week has done. The listing of this week is Jansen Excavations. So Jansen Excavations has listed this week. They're from Warragul, Victoria. They service the Gippsland Peninsula and southeast suburbs of Melbourne. Earthworks and civil contractor doing excavations, soil removal, retaining walls, site cuts, drainage, roads, turf, and any type of levelling or shaping job. So that is Jansen Excavations. So well done to them for going on and listing their business on the website. If you need any of their services, go on there and hit them up. If you want to list your business on there and get the chance to maybe get it read out on one of these podcast sessions, go on and list your business now. earthworkshub.com.au. Go check it out, guys. This week, heaps of stuff happened, heaps of stuff. I did a podcast with Ashton Lavering. So Ashton, I know I saw Ash join earlier. So that dropped this week. So Ashton from Komatsu Australia, we did a podcast speaking about himself and Komatsu in general. I also did a podcast last week with Christian from Loadermac. So Loadermac is from Germany. So that was a live session with a German, which was interesting. His English was actually really good, a lot better than I thought. So that was a really, really interesting session. Andrew Sneok has joined. How you going, man? Harry Dent as well. Who else is on here? Stanyard Mick has joined. On-site Civil. Who else is on here? RJ Cronin Equipment. Stuart Shembry. Big shout out to all these people that are joining. And I can see Aaron from Definitive is sending me a request to join. Let you join in a second, and then I'll get some other people on after that. So yeah, Loadermac. The funny thing is though, at the end of that session, so whoever watched that, at the end of the session, he dropped a massive bombshell. He actually said that he's not going to be doing any social media from now on. So obviously he said that he's going to get his family in order. So he's got a second child coming up. He wants to make sure everything's all right at home and that, and he's just over all the social media stuff. This is a guy with over 1 million followers on TikTok, and I can't remember how many it was, but it was thousands and thousands on Instagram. So obviously, yeah, I suppose, you know what? And I did say to him, I do sort of understand where he's coming from, because this social media stuff takes a lot out of you, man. It does. It takes a lot out of you, especially if you're trying to run a business and or work somewhere and do all this other stuff and you got families. It does. It takes a lot out of you. So, yeah, that was Christian from Loader is his actual is his username on social media. Oh, we've got Froomy joined, Little Bear, Tommy's Earthworks, Jenna Troy. Yeah, thank you. Little Bear saying, what are we talking about? Yeah, I was just talking about some of the podcasts that dropped this week. So one with Ashton Lavering from Komatsu, the one with Christian Lodermac. Some more news. Where's his timer? Let me see the timer. Don't want to see. Oh, another 5 minutes, and we're doing another giveaway. We're doing a 10-minute giveaway, Little Bear. So every 10 minutes, I'm giving something away. Sponsors, massive news. Melbourne Tractors / Brisvegas have opted to sponsor me or partner me for another year. But not only that, they've gone platinum. So they've chosen the platinum package, which means that they're going to be the major sponsor and they're going to be predominant on all of our merch and on all of our media. So a big thank you to Melbourne Tractors and Brisvegas for going in as our platinum sponsor for the rest of this year. So thank you very much to Kane and the rest of the team. We've got a lot of stuff coming, so look out for some more stuff, some changes on the website, because now I'm going to make them predominant and stuff, even on the merch, their stuff will be bigger. So thank you very much to them. So and I've had a long-term relationship with these guys, always been really good to deal with. All right. All the other sponsors, thank you very much. They also will be listed at the end of this podcast on the description. So, and a lot of them do give discounts. So if you put in the code eWorksHub on their websites, or if you mention Earthworks Hub, you will get a discount on certain items and products. So make sure you use that. Use it. I can hear rain. Yeah, that's heavy rain. Yeah, we're in for some big downpours. I'll tell you what. Melbourne, we had it too good for a while. It was nice and hot. It's starting to get cold, and the rain is here. So I think it's changing. Tanari Concrete Pumping, how you going, man? He's saying, what's happening, bro? Hello, Top Edge Landscaping. Brett King has joined as well. How you going? Dramano Equipment. Bowers Gary, Tradie Civil. Man, very good. Liam's joined. All right. Let me move on because it's getting time to go. Time goes very quick. All right. Am I doing a giveaway? 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. Let me get Aaron to jump on and we'll talk a little bit about maintenance, and then we'll talk about some other stuff as well. So it's not just about maintenance, but it'll be a whole range of things.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Mr. Aaron from Definitive Concrete. Oh, Definitive Concrete. No. Oh, God. Hey, Aaron from Definitive Contracting. Let's get that right. Thank you for joining me, man.
Mate, congrats on the sponsorship continuation. That's good news.
Yeah, it's always a good sign when people want to re-sponsor, but then when they want to upgrade, that's an even better sign, man. I'm happy. I'm very happy.
It's good, mate. Onwards and upwards.
Yeah, onwards and upwards, man. I like it. You got the beard's getting a bit thicker there.
Yeah, getting a bit thicker, mate. Yeah, I just couldn't be bothered shaving, so it's getting a bit cooler now, so it's not as irritating in summer.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. Although up there, it's always going to be a little bit warmer than Melbourne, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Cold up here is like 18 degrees.
Yeah.
It has been fresh in the mornings, though, so.
Oh, okay. So starting then, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Moba's just joined as well. Moba, thanks for joining. Speaking of sponsors, there you go. I was just thanking all my sponsors before. All right, cool. That's good, man. Well, you know what? Before we actually start, it's nearly 10 minutes, so I might as well do a giveaway. Do you hear what I was doing? I'm doing a 10-minute giveaway.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good little thing.
Yeah, it's a good little thing, man. All right, let me pause this timer. All right, let's do it, man. I've got another question for people. And I didn't know that Liba does fridges and stuff. Yeah,
Mate, they do
that's actually...
heaps of stuff. I think they do aircraft landing gear. Like, yeah, they do lots. So,
I couldn't believe it.
yeah.
I cannot believe that. All right, anyway, that's good. All right, well, here we go. Here we go. So I have a question. Which company just went platinum as a sponsor for Earthworks Hub? Which company? If you answer that question, it's two words. Hint, hint. You will win this key tag. So, and they sell this product. There you go. Who can answer that? Whoever answers that first. What is the company name that just went platinum as a sponsor for Earthworks Hub, and also sell this product? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, you know what? TNS has got it. It's actually Melbourne Tractors, but Brisvegas. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right. TNS Earthworks. TNS Earthworks gets the key tag because it is the same company basically. Yeah. All right. Where is it? TNS Earthworks. I've got to write that down. You get the Cabalco key tag. There you go. All right. I probably should have said that you could choose either one. All right. There you go. That's another giveaway there. So I'll put the timer on, guys. Let me go back
Start
to
it
it.
again.
We'll start it again. Where is it? 10 minutes. How do I do it? Where is it? Timer. Reset. All right. 10 minutes. There we go. All right. Here we go. Auger Talk's joined as well. How you going? And Mr. Healy. Mr. Healy's going to give me some crap, I bet you. You know why? Because today was the Alexandra truck show in Victoria. And I said to him I'll probably end up going there. And then I said, but I won't go if it rains. And when I got up and looked at the weather outside, it was bucketing down. I was like, it's too cold. I can't be bothered. No one in the family wanted to go with me. And I was like, I'm not going. And then he texted me, he's like, I'm here, where are you? And I'm like, I didn't go. So he was calling me piss week after that all day.
Yeah. We've got Cooley Rocks on up here at the moment.
Right.
It's like a mad festival. Like some of the cars that have been cruising around are epic. Like, yeah, it's a real good show down at Coolangatta. Yeah. So couldn't get there today or yesterday, kind of spewing, but it's all right. Next year.
Next year, man. Next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. Yeah, so Alexandra has the trucks and hot rods and stuff, and I was really hanging to go, but I don't know, I couldn't. After being out in the cold the night before at my daughter's soccer game, it was freezing. We got rained on, cold wind. I don't know how they kept playing, and then I was like, I'm not going out today again, man. I had enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to sort out. Yeah, so okay, that's enough about me, man. Let's get into this a bit. So, we haven't had a maintenance matters segment for a while, have we? It's been a little bit.
Been a while, yeah.
It has been. How have you been, man? What's been happening with yourself?
Mate, been pretty good. We've been pretty busy, so both crushers have been running flat out. I went and operated one of them for about 3 weeks. Did a lot of concrete. I think it's about 3,500 tons. So that was pretty good. There was lots of dirt in there. I had the shaker on for a lot of it. So yeah, started to get RSI in the arm from shaking the bucket. But yeah, it was pretty good, man. Like my boys have been busy in Sydney, across the tunnel work and all sorts of different stuff. So a few bits of breakdowns, bits and bobs up here. Actually, Wade got me out to service his machine from, I'm pretty sure it's HDP Earthworks up here.
Yeah.
So he actually listened to one of the podcasts that we did, and he seen me out on site and he bailed me out. So that was pretty cool. So
There you go.
yeah.
Ah, good.
Yeah, so
That's good.
too bad. I went to Farm Fest last week, or this week it was on. So
Yeah.
went up there and had a look at that. That was pretty cool. So
Yeah.
Calvin Tractors and Hastings was there. There was heaps of people up there. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, I was really, really keen to get up there, but with all the stuff I've been doing lately, and that is just like I couldn't get there. I'm spewing, man, because I really, really wanted to get there. I missed it last year, and I really wanted to come up this year, but yeah, with DDT and then all this Komatsu stuff, and that I just
Yeah, there was a lot.
Yeah, how
Even
was
the
it?
Brizzy Truck Show. Yeah, Farm Fest was good, mate. There was a lot of good displays. A lot of people were there. So It was a real good mix. So, Salmons were there with their converted D9T with the Dixie Holding scrub bars and everything on it. Was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just some of the ag equipment, man. Like you look at it, like the combines and the harvesters, and there's belts and pulleys running everywhere. Like they are wild bits of kit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look at them, so yeah, it's a fair bit involved with all that stuff, all the different attachments and the trailers. Yeah, it was pretty good. Hastings had a good stand there. ASB were there. It was good turnout, man. Worth the trip. So
Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely next year. Definitely, I'm not going to miss it. Mobile's there. Yeah, Mobile's saying Farm Fest was really good. They were at the High Max
oh
there.
yeah, I did see him down there. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I had
There
to
you
get
go.
over there. RD Williams over there. I was chatting to the boys there, so actually worked out well. I got a phone call for a guy. He wanted his hammer rebuilt. And as an old model rammer, and then I bumped into the boys at RD Williams. They're like, "Yep, we can get you the parts." I was like, "Sweet as, let's go." So it worked out really well, man. So yeah,
Good. That's good, man. Yeah. Yeah,
Mm,
no, Farm Fest is on my list, definitely, man. I'll have to throw that one in the works next year, definitely,
mm.
definitely, man. What was there like a lot of people, or was it a bit quiet?
Mate, it was packed. I went Wednesday, and I got up there. It would have been like 8 o'clock, and there was a lineup on the freeway to get off the freeway to get into the joint. Like it was busy. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, yeah.
It was their
Oh,
50th year.
was it?
So yeah.
So it was a big one then. Yeah. Okay.
Big
Yeah.
one, yeah. GFM had 657 sitting there, brand spanker,
Yeah.
ready to go. Yeah, that was
Oh
So
man. Oh, next year. Don't rub it in. I'm not talking about it anymore. Next time.
I miss Diesel Dirt and Turf, and the Brizzy Truck Show. So you can't hit them all. There's so much. So
There is, man. There is, yeah. And I was actually having that chat with a couple of people, and I was just saying, like, if you can't get to everything, man, there's so many. And the problem this year was everything was all at once. It was
yeah.
all at the same time, which really made it hard. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, cool. All right. Auger Talk is saying, Auger Talk Joel is saying, Farm Fest was chockers, way too cold, but better success for us there than DDT. Okay, yeah. So they were saying they had more success up there. There you go. All right, cool.
Yeah.
It's good to know. Yeah. Semco Hayden
Mm.
joined. How you going? And Mitchell Morgan. Sorry, I didn't see those guys jump on. All right, cool. Well, I don't actually have a specific maintenance question. So, but I do have people have been talking this week on Instagram and stuff. And one of the questions was when you break down, so if you're on hourly hire and you break down, how do you charge the customer? So I know that you also, do operate machinery and that, not just do the maintenance. And you can probably answer some of these too. Yeah, how do people charge? So if you're on hourly and just say your machine breaks, you break a track or you break something and then you can't work, how do you charge? Do you charge a minimum to the customer or do you immediately stop charging until it gets fixed and then restart once it's fixed? And that question probably goes out a lot more to the contractors, but also to yourself then I suppose is if you're a diesel mechanic and I'll call you and say, hey, I need you to come and fix something quick. How do you prioritize which person you're going to go to, which customer?
Uh,
How do you do?
Generally, who pays the best, mate, pays the quickest, who's a good customer, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I've had clients that have held out $500 for 90 days. Like, and you bend over backwards to get out there, change a hose for them, get them running. But that's how we generally prioritize. Like, if we're on a service and we get a good client or someone's broken down, they need us, we'll sort of put that service back, make sure the machine's running, and then away we go. So, or we'll just push the whole service back and go out and get that done. So, but I tell some clients it works both ways, like I'll do the same for you that I do for them. So don't think it's a one-way street.
yeah,
But I mean, as far as charging your customer, it depends if your machine's dry hired. So that'll come down to your maintenance contract or like your actual contract. What maintenance, whether it's accident damage, whether they've damaged themselves. And then I suppose another good one would be the conditions that the client's making you work in, So if you're sitting in, I don't know, like a slurry pit or something, you're mixing in lime and you have excessive wear. So, but I mean, lads that probably work on the beach with their dozers and their gear, they might charge more, or if I don't know. So,
Yeah,
but
that's actually a good point, because if the customer, and I've had this, like the customer wanted me to track across all these broken bricks and broken concrete and that with my rubber tracks. And I actually turned around and said to him, if you want me to track over all that, I don't really want to do it. And I refused in the end anyway. But I said, if I go over all that and I cut my tracks and something happens, are you going to pay for it? And obviously they say no. But
yeah,
if they do say yes, I'll say, all right. But then also, what if it just gets slightly damaged with you, and then the next job I go to, it breaks because of you? Are you going to pay for it then when I call you and say, hey, because of you it broke? And they're like, no, no, no. So yeah, I didn't think of that. If they're making you work in a certain condition, I suppose then you can turn around and say, well, look, I'm going to charge you for this. It's because of you it happened, you know?
yeah, 100%. So it's sort of probably give and take, and depends. Yeah, like sitting in slurry all day or concrete, and yeah,
Yeah,
I suppose it just sort of depends. But it is hard. Like most of the times, you probably just have to take the hit and cop it. But yeah, you can only try and prevent so much before it just so you can't see everything, so you haven't got X-ray, so you're not to know, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, speaking of dig, so a couple of guys are answering here. So we had ADM Civil said that he snapped a track the other day. It took about 90 minutes to get a new one and put on. So he took that off the bill. And Stig and the Dig said that they note the time and then deduct it off the bill. So a lot of people did answer like that as well. They said they usually just deduct that time. Oh, there's the
Oh,
timer.
we're on again.
We're on again. Yeah, so they deduct that time, and then what they do is they just say, like start the timer again once they go back on. And then the only thing I said was, what if that means it leads into the next day because of you? What do you do then? Do you charge? And I think one of the other guys asked this as well, Cadison, because Cadison Earthworks was asking a lot of these questions. Do you charge a minimum the next day or only for the hours you work? Because really, you've probably made it go into the next day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
mean,
guess.
it's not your client's fault, like, but yeah, it comes down to whether they've damaged it or like asking you to do silly things, or
Yeah,
it's hard.
yeah, it is. It makes it hard, man. It makes it hard.
Yeah.
All right. So anyone that wants to, go on about that topic, let me know. But in the meantime, while that's happening, I'm going to do another giveaway. All right, here we go. Here we go. This is a big one. This is going to be a big one. You will want to also answer this quickly. All right, ready? The first person to answer this question: what color are the machines that this company makes? What color are the machines that this company makes? There you go.
Coming out all different
That
colours at the moment.
nowadays, yeah, predominantly, what are they known for? Predominantly, yeah.
Yeah,
What color is this machinery known for? And you will get this hat.
yeah.
Who?
You got
This is
oh,
a Komatsu hat. Aladdin, no, you can't. You can't go again. Sorry, I should have said earlier. If you already won something, you can't go again. How's that? So
yeah.
it has to be different people. This is a Komatsu hat. So what is the predominant color of Komatsu
Yeah,
machinery?
you got to describe the shade as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So sorry, Aladdin, you can't go into this one. Next, Tom Attrill. There we go. Yellow. Tom Attrill has answered yellow.
yeah.
Tom Attrill. Let me write that one down. Tom Attrill. One
Banana
second.
yellow.
Banana yellow.
Yeah,
Tom Attrill. Okay. Sticking the dick saying the best shade of yellow. Canary yellow. All right. So yes, you have won. So Tom Attrill, you have won this. Can you also send me a message with your address and that too after this? So hit me up. Send me your addresses, guys. There are some more coming, guys. There's more coming. Don't be afraid to hang around and see more. All right, let's start this timer again. Where is it? 10 minutes. Start again. Here we go. All right. Now the
you're
hard thing.
on.
The hard thing about this is I'm gonna keep getting lost because I'm gonna forget what we're talking about.
Yeah.
All right.
That was
So
an
yeah.
episode you had on with Ashton. I actually got Ashton out to train some of our clients. got him out there for some operator training. I was sick of changing cutting edges all the time.
Yeah.
So, it was good. I got him out there to show him how to do it and operate and everything. It was good, man. So,
Awesome.
the
Mr. Ashton.
guys on site appreciated
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, nice, man. Nice. Good on. Yeah, he's a top bloke, man. Top
Yeah,
guy. There you
he
go.
loves it. Good content,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. All right, cool. And actually, speaking of all that, so I will be having a lot of Komatsu videos dropping this week. So keep an eye out, guys. I got to sit in a bunch of Komatsu machinery, did a couple of really in-depth reviews, and they will be coming out. So that's probably all I can say at this stage. But there's a few coming
Secret.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
secret. Yeah, there's a few videos coming out this week, so keep your eyes peeled, guys. On my YouTube channel, so that's on my YouTube. But I will be also posting little snippets on Instagram and that and TikTok, so you guys can see when it comes out. I'll let you know. But yeah, that'll be all on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed, go over to YouTube Earthworks Hub, subscribe, and it'll give you notifications when things come out. So there you go. I keep touching my nose; it's bloody itchy. All right, it's in his garage. In my garage, I tried to clean it all before. It got real dusty, and then it's just making me, it's tickling my nose all the time. All right, so where are we up to? Okay, yes, okay. Now, while you're here as well, you can help me with this one. So Caddis at
Yeah.
Earthworks also asked another question during the week. He said, if you're charging hourly, and then you need to return the next day to finish a job and you're only there for a couple of hours, what do you do? Do you charge for the minimum for the day, or do you only charge for the hours that you were there?
Well, I suppose it comes down to what the job is like, and whether it's your fault you got to go back or not. Like if it's time delays, site delays, it's a hard one. But if you push back a job and you can get to another job, whether you want to work for the client again or not, that's another big thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Well, this is the thing I've had in the past, especially when I was doing some work with these plumbers. They liked to go home at like 2:30 and stuff all the time. Like they'd never like to work later. So sometimes they say, we need you tomorrow to come and do a job with us. So I'm like, yeah, all right, cool. So I'll book them in. Then I'll book a job in the next day for someone else. So I'll book a few days in advance because they always say we'll probably need you for one day. But then it gets towards the end of the day, and then instead of just staying back and trying to finish the job at 2:30, they're like, all start packing up and we're going home. And there might be only like another hour left of work. Well, they'll leave it to the next day. And then I've had that conversation with them that if you want me to come back tomorrow and we're only going to be here for an hour, I'm still going to have to charge you a full day because now I've missed out on a full day's work for your 1 hour. You know what I mean? So I suppose, like you say, that's on them because it's them that want to do that. But then, yeah, how do you turn around and say, well, I'm only going to charge you for a couple of hours because I don't know, I was a bit slow today or so. I don't know. Like, how do you do it? It's usually just going to end up being, I suppose, either the minimum or a full day, isn't it? What does
Yeah.
everyone else think? Let's see. If Sydney Rockwell saying 100%, yeah, it makes it hard. It does make it hard. I've been stuck in that boat or situation a lot of times. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard, especially for us as well. Like we get it sometimes we'll be on site and they'll be like, we're packing up, you got to go. I'm like, well, I don't want to come back tomorrow. Like we
Yeah.
can stay. They're like, well, I want to go home. I'm like, I don't want to be here either, fella. But like, I'm not coming back tomorrow. So we're going to get it done. But some places they're like, no, we're shut. You're out. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
so you got to head back there. So
Yeah, well, that's true. So, yeah, for in your circumstances, doing maintenance and repairs and that, yeah, you're right. Because you might have other jobs booked tomorrow and a whole bunch of stuff. So you don't want to be going back, just to do another half an hour little exercise. You want to finish it off and then do your next job.
yeah. 100%. Yeah. We're sort of the same with the crushers as well. We just have minimum hours. That's the rate. And it sort of is what it is, So,
Yeah.
especially in that crushing game, if you're not efficient and then it blows out, I've missed a whole nother day. So, it's, yeah. And that's, if it's not my fault, like,
Yeah.
it's not my problem. So, yeah.
Have you ever had like a maintenance job where you've been stuck there like till past midnight, like started like early and then had to go all through the night?
Yeah, I've done a few. They're probably not as common now as they used to be because of OHS and that. But I actually missed my birthday dinner one year. I was down in the tunnels and it was a big like the vac units, like the big dust sucker, and they'd use it on the big trenches and surface miners down there. And
Yeah.
yeah, it spat a track, and then yeah, I didn't get out of the hole till about 7:30, 8 o'clock, and yeah, heaps of missed phone calls, and just drove to my birthday, and I just rocked up and we were having dessert, so everyone waited around for me for a bit for the dinner. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it makes it hard, man. It makes it hard. I've
yeah,
done the same, man. I worked for a civil company once, and I had my 20-ton route on the job. I remember, and I think it was, it was one of my in-laws or someone, it was somebody's birthday as well, and we had it all arranged. Everyone was meant to be going out to a Japanese restaurant in the city. It's all booked. And then it was like 4:30 or 5 o'clock, and then they go to me, "Oh, your machine's getting floated out tomorrow. You got to clean the tracks. The float's on the way." And I was like, "It's like 5 o'clock, whatever it was, and I've got to go. I've got a dinner." And they're like, "No, the float's on the way, man. You got to clean it." It was all sloppy. I remember the tracks were full of slop, and I was like, "Are you serious?" And then it was already starting to get dark, and then I had to stay, and I was there for over an hour just trying to clean my tracks out. So it was already like after 6. My wife's on the phone. "Where the hell are you? We're all meant to be at dinner." And I said, I think I just said, "Put clothes in the car and I'll just drive straight to the city." And I didn't get there till who knows what time. And like, yeah, it happens, isn't it?
yeah,
It happens.
yeah, yeah. All these grand plans for a nice weekend, and then next minute you're on a machine all weekend. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. But unfortunately, that's when you've got your own business and that, it happens. That's part of the
that's what
game.
you got to do. Yeah, yeah,
It's not that easy. It's not that easy.
not at all.
All right. So some of the guys are saying here that they would charge. So if you had to go into the next day, they would still charge you minimum hours. And that's the other question then. What are the minimum hours? So some people say 4 hours, some people say 6, some people say 8. What is the minimum day rate or the minimum hourly rate? What do you reckon, man?
Uh,
For contractors?
well, we run like a minimum 4 hour call out. So anything less than it's not worth our time. If we're packing up from a job to go to a job, it's not worth our time. So
Yeah,
normally that 4 hours is a hour travel each way, 2 hours on the job, and then we go from there. So, but yeah, whether I've had a few people questions, but what if it takes 5 minutes? Well, you're paying for our knowledge and experience to get you back up and running in 5 minutes. So,
yeah,
like, that's best case scenario. So you should be happy for that. Like, yeah, I'm not packing up, driving an hour, losing 3 for 15 minutes of work. Like,
yeah,
doesn't make sense. So,
yeah.
but yeah, we just run on 4 hours minimum.
Yeah.
So
So most other like mechanics and repairers would probably do the same then, yeah.
I'd assume so. Yeah, I think most like all your OEMs, they're sort of like that. There's a minimum fee before you go out. So, and then they work until that amounts up, and then you got to ring in and away you go again. So, uh,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's probably the same as us operators and that then, yeah, with machinery. What does everyone else say when you guys operate on hourly? What does everyone else do? What do you charge as a minimum? It's been an ongoing thing because some plant hire companies, when you turn up with your machines and that they say you got to always charge 6 hours. Some people say 8. Here we go, Stig and the Dig, the man with the knowledge. 8 ton, 6 hours, 8 or up to 8 ton, 6 hours, 14 up to 14 ton plus 8 hours. Anything under 16 hours is a two-way float. Yeah, so I suppose anything less than the 2 days, you should pay two-way floats. That's going to be one of my next questions. Actually, next week I was going to put up a question about floats. Tom Attrell, who was the winner of one of the hats, do you guys do 4 hours plus a float fee, or is it float fee included in the minimum? That's always another good question, man. Because I've had some customers say, "Oh, I get guys charging me 4 hours, and in that 4 hours, 1 hour of that is travel time. That's their float. That's what they charge. No actual float fee." Then I've had other guys say, no, they charge 4 hours plus the float. So we've got TNS Earthworks is saying 6 hour minimum. Sydney, his time
hang on
machine.
again.
We're on
Time's
again.
flying, mate.
This time is going to kill me. I'm going to run out of stuff. Maybe 10 minutes was too quick. Here we go. No, I won't run out, guys. There's that much stuff. Before I do the prize, let me just finish that. So, Tom Attrell, he's asking, he's a 4 hours plus a float. Sydney Rock was saying 6 hours plus a float for a 16 tonner. TNS is saying 6 hours minimum. All right, let's see what the other guys say. Oh, while everyone's doing that, the next prize is you have to name this company. So this company is one of my partners or sponsors, and they're known for making covers for open cab machines and also sell Cadjo grease. So what is this company name? I'll give you a clue. So what is this company? Name this company, and you will win this prize, which is, and the prize is a massive sticker kit. So in here, I have a whole bunch of stickers. No, very close. Jack Healy. Jack Healy's won it. Jack Healy's won. Digga lid. Ginger lid. They're saying ginger lid. I love Ashton Lovering saying ginger lid. Jack Healy saying Digga lid. There you go. So Jack gets a sticker kit. Where is he? Stickers.
I think Ashton just got done with spell check.
Yeah, that's what happened, man. Spell checker.
Yeah.
See? Yeah, you know why? Because it's very similar to Digger. So in this kit, you will get. Actually, you know what? The funny thing is, Jack, some of these stickers are yours. One of them is yours, I think. So you get a Sydney Rockwall sticker. You get an Earthworks Hub window sticker. Plastube. A Komatsu and Williams Racing sticker. JR Safety Coat. Air freshener. A Hegger air freshener. And you know what's funny? Oh yeah, Bearer Solution sticker. The funny thing is, I'm looking for it, Jack. I'm looking for it. Where is it? Oh wait, you get a Terra Pro sticker, but also there's another sticker. Oh, well, the funny thing is, I can't find it. It's somewhere in there. It's one of your own little stickers. I've also thrown in there one of your little E&B stickers. There you go. So he gets his own sticker back. There you go. So that is for Mr. Jack Healy. There you go.
Yeah. The point is
What's
just
that?
talking about when you're writing, like when you send a message, you can't see it until it's actually sent. Because your
Oh,
keyboard comes up, and that's why I asked to join you again. I was trying to type, and then I swiped it, and it took me out. I was like, "Oh God damn it!" And then you send it, and the spelling's wrong, or it doesn't look right.
yeah. It's funny because I never have to type, so I never really understand it. But yeah, you're right. It's true.
Yeah,
But yeah, Jackie was saying get Chat GPT, Ashton. There you go. It does. Chat GPT is amazing. Actually, you know what, Ashton? Where is he? Ashton, because you're a good sport, and I'm a good sport, I'll give you a sticker kit as well. So I've run out of voice. I will send you a kit as well, Ashton. There you go, mate. So I'll send a sticker kit. You'll get a bonus prize. There you go. So I'll put you down as a sticker kit as well. All right, here we go. Start the timer again. Sorry, this keeps stopping us. So, what were we saying again? Now I
I
forgot.
don't even know. Do you want a maintenance matters tip? I've thought of one.
Let's do it.
Right.
Give us a tip. All right.
So season's changing, it's getting cold. So generally when you start getting into the colder periods is when you'll start having battery dramas.
Yeah.
So as the temperature gets colder, generally your battery, it's the tire, especially if it's an older battery, you'll find that your batteries will tend to die. So it's a good time to, if your machine does start cranking slow or it's hesitant, like check your battery. So you can either just check it with your multimeter, see what charge you've got. When you crank, you can see what it drops to, or you take them out and put them on charge overnight, and then you get a proper battery tester and load test them. But coming into winter and those colder months, like you want to have your jump pack ready because you might go there one morning and she'll just be clicking.
Yeah. It happens. I know. It's happened to me a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that change in temperature. Like from winter to summer, not so bad, but when you're coming from summer into winter, we get a lot more call outs and a lot more battery dramas. So
It's funny. It's true. It's funny you say that. Yeah, you think that as batteries are getting cooler and that it'd be better, but I suppose if it's
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
colder, it might be affecting it more. Yeah, and they do. If you start getting a build up around there and that, it's a good time to clean all that off, isn't it?
yeah. Yeah, I think it's bicarb soda in hot water, and you pour it over, and it cleans all that muck off.
Yeah,
So
yeah. All the
yeah,
corrosion and whatever you call it. Yeah,
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 that's it. And like, if you do have a battery that's dying, what can happen within your starter motor as well, or your relays, is as you drop out your arc between like your contacts and whatnot, so then you can get bad contacts and get premature failure on your starter motors. Like if you hear them clicking and they'll drop in
yeah,
and out,
yeah,
it'll like arc across the contact, so it's not just a clean on and off.
yeah.
So, and then yeah, your starter motor can start to pole and cause dramas as well.
There you go, man. That's good. Yeah, well, that's good. That's an actual proper maintenance tip then. Yeah, no, very good. Very good. Yeah. No, very good, man. How can you test? I suppose if you don't have a multimeter, there's no other real way to test your battery, is there? To
Most
see that.
modern machines now probably have a voltmeter
Yeah,
on them, but yeah, just a cheap multimeter. They're probably good to have in your kit. Like I've always got one in just my normal ute that I drive around in, and King Chrome kit. I just have a little basic one.
yeah,
They're always good to have. So even it's a bit easier to test fuses as well. So you can actually do like a continuity test across the fuse to check it, or when you're just checking your fuses normally. So
yeah.
yeah.
So if your battery, what level should it be on, or what's the lowest level if you don't want it to sort of go under? Just say it's a 24-volt system, like you want it to be, you don't
You
want it to be
run it
lower than.
over 24 volts, like 24.4 is normal.
Yep,
But when you crank, so sometimes you can have 24 volts, but when you crank and load the battery, it'll just plummet. So that'll be the real test. But you can have one battery that's good and one battery that's bad,
yeah,
or you can drop an entire cell as well. So
yeah,
it's yeah, but a good way is to test the battery and get someone to crank it and see what it drops down
yeah,
to. So, because what you'll find as well is on some machines and engines, if the ECM sees your voltage drop below a certain level, it won't allow the engine to fire. So
oh,
it's a 12-volt system. If it goes down to, or 24 and it goes down to 18 or 17
yeah,
volts, it won't let the machine fire. It'll log a code, but it can only be brief, so it can be hard to pick up,
yeah,
but it won't let the engine fire. So you crank, and you won't realize it'll be cranking a little bit slower. But yeah, that initial drop, and then it comes back up and it won't fire. So I think like the little Cats and the Cummins and the Perkins engines, or the Percapillars, the Caterpillar
yeah,
Perkins.
yeah, yeah,
So, yeah. Yeah, I've been caught out with that stuff a few times. So
yeah, yeah.
mm,
And Stig and the Dig is saying, yeah, it's hard to pick up dead cells though, isn't it? You
yeah,
can't really tell. Yeah,
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 yeah. So you get like good little load testers now. I've got it's only about this big, and you just put it on, and it's pretty good. You just put in the CCA, the battery, and then yeah, you'll test it. So, but yeah, generally, if you got a charger at home, pull your battery out, charge it overnight, just trickle charge it easy, and then test it the following morning. So you never test it like straight away. So
yeah.
yeah,
Is it true if you put your batteries on the ground that they actually uh
discharge.
discharge or whatever you call it if they're on the ground?
Yeah, they can, yeah, depending on the cleanliness. So in WA, we had a digger that was doing funny stuff. So it was a 4000, and it's got two sets of batteries. And then what was happening was there was the battery hold down clamp, and there was no rubber under the battery hold down clamp. And the batteries, because they were getting discharged so much, they'd bubble, and it would you get like the acid across the top. And what
Oh,
was happening, it was arcing between the terminals and earthing through the hold down clamp. So we had a trickle, like a small current draw on the batteries. So it'd sit there and you wouldn't be able to start it, because the same thing, it would drop below a certain voltage and the contacts would drop out and they'd arc out and give us all sorts of dramas. Yeah.
wow.
So
Okay.
it's like when you change your batteries and you clamp them down, you should always have them sitting on rubber, and have something like, you'll see it if you got the steel plate, it'll have plastic or something wrapped around it.
Yeah.
that's pretty important to do.
There you go, man. Yeah. I think a lot of times people, if the rubber's not there or falls out, they just don't leave. They just put it back without the rubber as well.
Yeah, or it just goes over the shoulder. Yeah, but it is important. Like, it's there for a reason. So
There you go, man. There you go.
yeah, and the covers too. Put your covers back on if you store your shifters and grease gun in there. So,
Yeah, in case they drop on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't think of that because I always wondered on my, like, for instance, on the 5-ton Kubota, they had the little rubber like flap on top of the battery, and I
yeah,
always wondered like why that's there. And then I realised the grease gun holder's right above it. So I suppose it's for that. Yeah, in case it drops off, it doesn't go across the positive and negative. Is that right?
yeah. Well, it only has to touch the positive and touch the machine. It doesn't even have to touch the two terminals. So if you touch the positive and anywhere on that machine, she'll probably arc out.
Yeah, there you go. True. There you go, guys. So make sure if you do have a battery and it does have the little rubber underneath or the rubber on top, make sure you do put the cover back on. Stig the Dig is asking a good question. What, with that cold crank, no start? Hey, wait. With that cold crank, no start because of ECM? If you jump start, will it fire? Do you know what he's saying?
Yeah. So as long as your jump pack has got enough juice for it, if the batteries are too low and it's pulling too much, it
Yeah.
might not work. So yeah, you'd sometimes a jump pack might not be enough if your batteries are that drained. So if you've got another machine and you can hook that machine to it and you can put a bit of charge back into the batteries, is sometimes good. So yeah, and then when you disconnect, just leave the jump pack on it for a while to make sure that it does charge, and just check the charge rate on your screen, or just make sure the voltmeter is working. So
Yeah. Oh, there you go. All right, hopefully that's answered your question there, Mr. Stig on the Dig. We've got Hillview Hire, Lang Lang Excavations, M. Attard, Momentum Civil. We've got a few other people joining. Very, very good. Now, I did see an request here from Andrew Sneok, so let me see if I can get him to join. But while I'm doing that, actually, I will get the next prize ready for people because that's I can see the timer about to go off. I'll see if he's still on. I don't even know if he's still on, actually. I can't even tell on here. There's too many buttons on the screen. Let me get the next question ready. So it's 10 minutes now. Let me get this timer before it starts to bloody buzz. It's loud when it does come on. All right, let's do another prize, and then we'll continue on. Guys, this prize, and I was going to say it earlier, make sure that you read Mr. Healy's name on here because this question is related to him. So, Mr. Jack Healy has donated something. Oh, Andrew Sneok saying he's there. I'm going to invite you on in a sec, man, as well. Mr. Healy has donated something. So, this is, it's actually very, very good. This is called, I'll tell you what it's called, actually. It's called a can insulator. So, I've got one of these as well from him. So, it's a can insulator. So, you put your cans in here to keep them cold, whether they be drinks or other, soft drinks or other. And if you can tell me the 4 letters associated with Jack Healy's business name, what are the 4 letters associated with Mr. Healy's name? You will get this can. It's a Yeti one as well, so it's not a cheapie. It's a Yeti can insulator. What are the 4 letters related to Mr. Jack Healy's business? I'm flashing it around actually, so you should
mate, a
see
few of
that.
the boys actually put their coffees and make cups of tea in them
Yeah,
and just use them as
there you go.
I'm pretty sure they're all stainless
Yeah,
steel.
it's full on. Yeah, Stig on the Dig has won this. Stig on the Dig. So Stig on the Dig has won this can insulator from Yeti with E&B hire. So that's a Chuka, Moama, Bobcat, and Excavator hire, which is AKA Jack Healy. So Mr. Healy, thank you for donating that here. Oh, Adakara's joined. How you going as well? So I'll send that out. So like I said before, everyone that won the prize, send me your address details.
I actually bought a few of them when I was in Shanghai. We went to that like the big plaza, the big shopping thing, and I bought a couple, but I never checked them. I got 4, and 2 of them cans didn't fit in. I was spewing.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Stitch up.
that's bad.
Team
That's
in.
bad, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Teemu, man. You got
I
the
got
Teemu
team
one.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Well, what I'll do, I'll invite Mr. Sneok in as well. He hasn't been live on here with us before, so he's a good mate of mine. You guys will know him as the guy with all the purple Kenworths. So let's see, he's an interesting character. Let's put him
Yeah.
on. Let's see how he goes. Where is he? Always got something good to talk about. Let me put start off while he's joining. So we'll still continue talking about everything, but he can join. There he is.
Here he is.
There you go, mate.
What's happening?
Mr. Andrew Sneok, aka Quake Earth Moving. How you going, man?
Yeah, good man. How are you?
I'm very good, man. Very. Can you all hear each other? Is it
Yeah.
still working?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Puts my
Yeah.
beard to shame.
Look at that beard, man. That's growing bigger and bigger every time I see you.
I cut a bit off actually. Kept going in me fucking food.
You can use it as
No.
a towel. You can wipe your mouth
Yeah,
with it later.
no. Good.
Oh, man.
What's
Hey,
happening?
you are a truck man, so for everyone that doesn't know, Andrew is well known around our area. Everyone that I know says, "Oh, you know that guy with the purple trucks?" And straight away, I'm like, "Yes, Quake Earth Moving. I know who you're talking about." He's
Yeah,
got
mate.
he's got the purple Kenworths. You got a couple of different ones, yeah. They're not all the nose ones. You've got the flat one as well. So
Yeah,
what have you got?
yeah.
What have you got, man?
Our both of us.
Yes.
I've got a. I'll go from. I'll go from oldest to youngest. I'll go 1979 W model, 1985 SAR, a 1997 T650. Fuck, what else have I got? 2007 104B. Just offloaded a 2011 K200. That's gone. I just bought a T600, which is a 1988. Cool truck, fucking cool. I'm gonna be doing that one up next.
Yeah.
And we got a 2011 909. Yeah, the ultimate wankers truck.
The way
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to the what was that white one? The first one you had, was it a Freightliner?
The first one, the 1997 Freightliner, mate, that's still going. Don't worry about that.
You still
Heartbeat
got
strong,
that?
mate.
Yeah.
Can't kill it. I can't kill
What
it.
engines?
It's a spare truck, but yeah, she's just gets the job done, mate.
Yeah.
What engines do you run across your trucks? Are they all mixed or?
Yeah, mixed. So the 79's got a 400 big cam, but I'm in the process of thinking about doing a C15 swap on that.
Yep.
Putting 700 horsepower package
Single
in a
turbo?
C15. Right now. Yeah, single turbo. Yeah, the ASOTs are good, but I haven't had much experience with them, to be honest. I know they like them, but I
Yeah.
don't know much about them. You know what I mean? So. That's got a M11. Sorry, not M11. That's got a fucking 400 big cam. The 88 600's got a N14 plus, and then we got the 3406B, which I love in the SAR. That's my truck, and then we got a C16 in the 650, which is it's a fucking mule. I love it. 4 or 5 diff gears, just don't slow down. And you can go vertical and it wouldn't slow down. And then what else we got with the 104B, which has got the engine out of it from a drop liner with a C15. Pretty
Yeah.
heartbroken about that, to be honest. That's going to cost a lot of fucking money to fix. And then the M11 is in the Freightliner, mate. 15 inches of blow by, breathes as asthmatic as I've ever seen a motor in my life, and just will not quit.
Yeah.
And so what else have we got? Oh, we got the ISX in the 900, in that
Yep.
909. That's been tweaked. It goes good, but the cat catches it on the hills, mate. Every day, all day.
Yeah.
Fucking 60 pound, mate. Just
Yeah.
can't
It's a
beat it.
shame they don't do the engines for trucks anymore.
No, I know, mate.
Yeah.
I know. It's
Yeah.
a bit
They
of a
really,
I know.
they give off
There's
a
no
big market
yeah.
share.
Yeah, don't know why. Like, I think we've got to realise that the Australian market's probably 2%. You know, like we don't mean shit to them. You know,
No.
in the earth moving game we do, but in the trucks we don't. Which is disappointing because I'd love to see the cat motors come back. You know, but we've got to do with Cummins, don't we? Oh, it's fucking shit boxes, but whatever.
Come
Yeah,
and decoy.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, mate. I
Volvo.
always say there's two different types of drivers, right? And this is one thing, I don't have a Detroit in my fleet, not by choice, just by circumstance, I suppose. But you can look at it and say there's a cat driver who drives like a gentleman, and there's a Cummins driver that wrings his neck and drives like an arsehole. And there's a Detroit driver, right? Now, the Detroit driver, you can sort of put anyone in that because that's got to cop either end of the market, you know what I mean? But if you put a cat driver in a Cummins motor, you're going to get about 6 months out of it before you're doing fucking bottom ends because they're just going to rev it tits out of them until they blow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then you get the Cummins driver, the cat driver, who will do the same thing to a Cummins because they'll lug the arse out of them down low, and they'll do bottom end bearings and whatever, you know, because they've been laboured too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, the new age driver now is more Cummins, which is it is what it is, man. You just got to deal with it. But giving a cat to a Cummins driver, it's dangerous because you got to reteach these guys how to drive. Really,
Yeah.
you know. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest. It is what it is.
What's, out of all your fleet, which one is your favourite truck, you reckon? What's your favourite?
Fucking hell, that's a hard question, bud.
You haven't got one particular one?
Yeah, the 650, man. It's my first Kenworth, the C16 in that. You know, I've spent probably most time driving it and the Freightliner, mate. Like, that's my first truck. But the 650 is where the purple started. You know, the C16. Yeah, that's where my love for cats. Like, I've driven cats in the past, but that's when my real love for cats started with that truck. And eight-inch straight pipes, big noise, big power. I don't know. Call me a wanker. I love it.
Yeah.
It's good, you know.
It's the one that you're probably most known for as well, isn't it? That was the first one. Chrome,
yeah, those
full
big
chrome,
bullhorn.
everything.
Yeah, full chrome. Yeah, it's a beautiful truck.
Did you go Alexandra today? Did you go there or not?
Nah, mate. Nah, the weather's going to be shit.
Yeah.
The truck. To be honest, like we're an earth moving. I'm an earth moving guy. The truck fraternity is kind of, I've gone off a little bit with the wankers and that bullshit. You know what I mean? And everyone's got their opinion and they think they know better than you know. But it's all good. You know what I mean? Like, but nah, weather was going to be bad today. I didn't go. I had a few friends message me saying, "Oh, you coming up?" I said, no, I'll be right. Yeah. Send me some photos, and I don't know what day it was. Like, a couple of friends of mine said it was pretty ordinary.
It was today.
The weather.
Today.
So,
it's today.
Yeah,
because they had it today, and Jack was there. Ian B. Hire, he was there. But but I didn't go. Same. We're getting too old, man. We're old. We're in the old fogey section now. I just want to be in front of the heater, nice and warm.
Oh, mate, hey, hang on. There's the
fireplace.
The fire's blowing, mate. Don't worry about that. I put about half a ton of wood in it today. But
there you go.
No, but the trucking industry is not the same. You know, like you know me. I come from a trucking background. You know.
Yeah.
And moved into the diggers progressively as I got older and whatever. But yeah, it's just not the same. You know. I wish it was. But it ain't. But no, I still love me trucks, and like that won't kill my passion for trucks. And love me diggers too, like the Volvos. There's Volvos and others. I don't care what anyone says. Argue with me all day long, dude.
Yes.
You can argue with me all day long.
No.
Where I was up crushing up here, they had the brand new EC 500 got delivered up there. Nice looking bit of gear, like, and old mate was saying he reckons it was quicker than the Komatsu 490 that was there. Yeah. He reckons it was hammering, like he almost overshot the truck swinging over because it swings so quick.
I find that with the Volvos too. If you get into them too much, it's almost a pattern where you got to, as your bucket swings probably, I don't know, a meter off the back of the truck, you actually got to stop because it just won't. It just keeps going because it's so quick, you know. If you really want to get into a Volvo, they fucking fly, mate. Yeah. I love
doing your type of work as well, because you do a lot of your own That's not hourly stuff. It's all contract
No,
stuff. So you
it's
want
all
to
contract, mate.
you want to be in and out. So
Yeah,
that's
you gotta
why.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, ain't no time for playing games. Yeah, ain't no time. Well, it's not like cuts and basements. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's just price work or on contract. Yeah, so I ain't got time to sort of sit around a subdivision, hoping no one's seeing, But it's just in and out for us, which is good, but yeah, a bit false economy sometimes with the way tipping fees are and all the bullshit is these days. It's a little bit harder to make money than what it used to be, mate. But
Exactly.
it is what it is, though. You just keep going.
It is what it is. It is.
Yeah,
Let me do one more giveaway. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Wait, one more time. The timer. 10-minute giveaway. What do you think of that, Andrew? You reckon it's a good idea? 10-minute giveaway.
10-minute giveaway, mate. You're a generous person, Ivan.
Generous, mate. The funny thing is, you know what's going to happen? The mailing cost will cost me more than what the items cost
Yeah,
me. How's that, man?
yeah. No shit, dude.
Oh man.
Fucking
All right.
hell.
Here we go. This one, people, whoever is listening, where is it? Okay. So, name the labour hire company that I recently did a podcast with. So, they're a labour hire company that I recently did a podcast with. If you name that company, 2 words, I'll do a quick flash. That's the company that I interviewed recently. If you get it right and spell it right, you will get a pen and you will get a stubby holder. How's that? So name this company that I interviewed recently, and you will win this. Let's see who answers first. You can win yourself a stubby holder and a pen. Actually, not bad pens. I use them myself, actually, because they're thick and they got like a little rubber thing on them. They're grouse. All right, let's see. No one's answering. No one's in a rush to answer. That's funny. All right. Labour hire company I interviewed recently. Who wants this? Anyone? Ted Woods has joined. How you going, man? There you go. Jenna Troy. Jenna Troy. Jenna Troy made me my little coasters. I'll show you that in a second as well. Hang on. All right, Jenna Troy. Let me write that down before I forget. And I've got the best prize for last, people. So don't go too early. The best prize will be the last one at the
What are
end.
you
But
giving away? I was 79 series, mate, decked out. What's going on here?
79.
Come on.
Yeah, that's
Go
it.
big or go home, son.
These are the coasters Jenna Troy made me. No, I'm not giving these away, but I'm not giving them away. But that's what he made me. Yeah, the guy that just won that, Jenna Troy, made these.
It's
All
cool.
with a 3D printer, laser printer. He made me
Oh,
a whole
yeah?
bunch of coasters. Man. How
Yeah,
cool is that,
right.
man? He just did.
That is cool.
Oh, they're like plastic. They're not
Yeah, they're
your
plastic.
standard.
Yeah,
Yeah, right. They're pretty cool.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
full
it is cool.
plastic. And he made them for me. He made me a whole bunch, and I put them back
Yep.
here. And yeah, when I have my scotches and that, I put them on there. So yeah, Jenna Troy saying a Ford Raptor. No, I'm not. I'm not that big. I'm not that much.
Go Super Duty or go home, mate. Don't bet the Raptor. Go Super Duty. Go Super Duty.
Yeah.
Mate.
Hey,
Or go
I saw the Tundra. Recently I saw a Tundra.
Yep.
The electric ones. They make this weird noise, man. There was one when I was in Sydney the other day. There was it came past us in the car park, and my son and I were laughing because it sounded like, when you see in the movies, the halo comes up and then behind someone and he goes. That's what it was doing.
That's sick.
Every time I went past, because he was looking for parking, you just hear.
Yeah.
Me and my son kept going this way. And then he kept reversing and couldn't get in the car park because it's so big. And he just kept going, just going in and out. And we kept laughing. We couldn't stop laughing, man. We're like 2 little kids there. Well, he is, but I was worse than him. We were just killing ourselves. And every time he kept reversing, I put my hands up like that.
Yeah.
But it looks
I don't
good.
drive that well. I don't have problems with mine.
No. What have you got now? Yeah, because what have you got nowadays? Because
350.
you got the 350, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
350. Yeah. It's not that bad. It's just longer. It's not wider. It's just longer.
Yeah.
Longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all
Is
it
it
is. It's fine.
is it lifted or still standard?
Oh, I've done a bit of work to it, man. Yeah.
Bit of work.
Just a little.
Yeah, a little bit. When you see it, you'll know it if you see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
350
got.
runs duals, doesn't it?
Sorry.
The 350 has dual wheels on the back.
No, this is single.
No?
I had a 3500 Chev which had the dualies, with an 8-foot bed. It's just too fucking big. Like, as in, because I do a fair bit of hunting and shit, and like we'll go in a bush with it. I was bellying it out on washouts and all sorts of shit. You know, it was no good. It was just
Yeah.
not working. So yeah, I went for the 6-foot bed, 350 single with the S350. It's been pretty good. It's just heavy downhill. Like, we had a couple of big dramas coming down off a mountain one night in Bright at Wet Gully, and had to reverse winch ourselves down from sliding out off the side of the fucking mountain. Yeah, but I put a rear winch in it as well as a front winch in it for that exact reason.
Yeah.
But no, still pretty like good tours, you know, like good cars.
Yeah.
Pretty happy.
Yeah. I seen the new Ford Super Duty at Farm Fest the other week.
Yeah,
They look pretty cool.
yeah,
They're like
yeah,
8-ton GVM.
yeah. I reckon that'll be a fucking good thing, eh? Because
Mate, yeah.
because the 350s and the 250s now, you're looking at well over 200. I think they're well over $250,000-$300,000 now,
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
doesn't appeal to that market, you know. Like,
No,
it's fucking too much money, mate.
It is.
So
it's a lot of money, right?
that'll be a great thing, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I
Rival
think
the Land Cruiser.
yeah. Well, I think the focus now is on safely towing these big vans and all this shit around the country. Like a lot of the grey nomads and a lot of us do it. I do it.
Yeah.
You know, safely towing and safely doing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a bit of a push on for that. No, I agree with it. Like these you know, smaller utes towing these bigger vans, it's fucking dangerous, mate.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
You see it on the freeway all the time, man. Even when I drove up now recently to Sydney, and that you see a lot of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh, one little sway, that's just all gonna go, mate. The whole lot.
Yeah.
You know what though?
Yeah. They either sit like that and then they break and they're like this.
Yeah. Hey, you know
my old man. Yeah, go on, Ovs.
Oh no, go.
No,
Say it for you. Yeah.
no, you're right. No, I'm just saying. My old man always taught me that when you're overtaking or being overtaken by a truck, it's not your speed. It's the break-in vacuum between the two vehicles when you part is what throws these caravans over. So if you have a lot of the videos you see where caravans go past trucks and they get past them, and next thing you know they get this big tailway going up, you know, and they go over. It's because of the break-in vacuum between the two vehicles. So when you go up beside someone, the air between the two vehicles is sucking the two vehicles together. When you break it, it actually pushes them apart, which pushes the van out. The truck ain't moving, it's heavy enough. But the one thing that's lighter is the van. So the van gets pushed out, which creates the tail whip. And then everyone thinks, oh, fucking, you know, power out. Dude, you ain't got 2,000 horsepower. Shut the fuck up. You know, what are you driving? The fucking Ford Ranger? Settle down, hot rod. You know what I mean? You're driving your shitbox like it wouldn't pull the skin off a fucking mustard. Like, they're not powerful vehicles. They're not.
Yeah.
And so, you know, old Terry in his Ranger gets a tail whip as he goes past the big 909 towing his B-double full of cattle. And he's, oh, fucking power out of this. Next thing he's on his lid. That's what happens. That's just, and my old man's right. He's fucking right. It's proven time and time again, you know, it's all about the vacuum between the two vehicles. And if your tow vehicle is lighter than your trailer, tail's wagging the dog, mate. See you later. You're going over.
Yeah.
You know, we all think we're fucking. Yeah.
Yeah, with these bigger utes coming out now, how long before we start seeing people towing their machines with them? What do you reckon? We'll be like America soon, where they just tow all their little machines with them. What do you reckon?
No, don't do it. Just fucking stop it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Everyone reckons they're running these big, but even my 350, like I've heard of people put bigger machines behind, like, you know, 10 tonners and shit. I wouldn't fucking do that.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to put the fifth wheel on it and go serious, but
Yeah.
nah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Too much weight on the trailer.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
The guy that bought my Cat 239, hopefully he's not on here. I'm going to bag him now, but I'm not going to bag him. I'm just going to say it. He came to pick up my Cat 239. So they were like, what, 3.2 ton or something? 3.5 ton maybe?
Yeah, 3.5 ton.
Yeah, so 3.5 ton. He turns up with his Nissan Patrol and a trailer that he rented from the servo. And we backed it on. backed it onto the trailer and
Full trailer.
had no straps. So he's like, "Oh, I didn't bring any straps with me." He's like, "Oh, it should be right, shouldn't it?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
He
it'd
goes,
be fine.
he
Yeah.
goes, "Oh, but where are we going to put? Where are we going to put the smudge bar?" And I was like, "Oh, I'll just put it on and then drive on top of it." So I was like, so I loaded it on for him, and he left like that. And I was like, "Oh my god, no straps on the back of a rented trailer, like a car trailer, 3.5 ton mover." With his patrol, it was like that. The front end was like the wheels were just barely touching the ground. But he went, he took it. I know. So
Fuck,
Yeah.
what a mad dog.
you're crazy, man. Things people do, huh?
Yeah. You see
Yeah.
a lot of little youths towing like 1.7s and the 2.7s now, and you're like,
Yeah.
that probably shouldn't be on there.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
Oh,
that's right.
yeah,
Because what you got to realise is the trailer's a ton by itself.
that's true.
yeah.
Yeah,
So you
Yeah.
then you throw a 2-ton digger on it, then you're at 3 ton, and then you throw a few buckets on it and a breaker, and it's
yeah,
you're getting up there in the weights,
yeah,
Yeah.
And
Some of them utes wouldn't have electric brakes on them
no,
either.
that's
no,
right. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
And then your drawbar length, your axles spacings, and toe ball. Everyone forgets that your toe ball weight contributes to your vehicle weight.
yeah,
So if you're GVM, let's just say you get a vehicle that's good for say 4 ton, and you got a 350 kilo ball weight. Well, you got to minus that off if you're towing, because you're going to add that when you put that on.
yeah,
So, that,
yeah,
and that's how a lot of these guys have been getting done. Just overweight because of that. And it's just a bit of a misconception. People don't realise that that's what it is.
yeah,
But you fucking learn the hard way.
yeah.
Yeah.
When these
No,
assholes pull you over, or NHVR is set up down at fucking Beveridge, and they wheel you in, and next thing you know, you're on a fucking tow truck.
yeah,
Yeah,
true.
and they get no fucking mercy. Those people, mate, they don't care.
No, there's something
Yeah.
going on with that, isn't there? What's this stuff they're talking about corruption in the NHVR? There's a lot of stuff going
Dude.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not sure about that.
yeah, I don't know. I don't believe everything I read, but there is some stuff going on apparently. Yeah. Oh wait, before we
And
continue,
for
yeah,
anyone in Victoria who is in the earth moving game, which is most of us,
yeah,
there is a blitz. There is a blitz going on at the moment from an HVR with anyone carrying construction material for the next 28 days. They are targeting us. So
shit,
be wary of that, because I've had my 909 defected by it for one shit booster, and I don't even think it was shit, but whatever. I'm not going to argue with it.
yeah,
So yeah,
blitz,
there's a blitz on construction carrying material vehicles. So yeah, that's a big thing at the moment. So the next month, keep your eyes open, boys. Even training down your diggers, all this
yeah,
bullshit. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're on
And
it.
the
Yeah, they're
bucket.
on it. Yep,
yeah, yeah.
definitely. Yeah, mate. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they were.
So
They did a blitz on that a while back. Remember, they were doing a blitz on people that were unloading their machines on the road. Like
yeah,
anyone that had
yep,
like their 5 tonner or their
yep,
track loader in the tipper. If you unloaded it on
yep.
the road, they're coming up and finding everyone. There was a
Yeah,
big
because
thing
you
going
weren't
on.
registered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
yeah. So we gotta be careful.
Don't worry, they'll create a way to fuck you up.
Always,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
If
Always.
you're compliant, they'll make a law to make you non-compliant. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Right, I'm gonna do another giveaway. 10 minutes, 1 minute. All right, so another giveaway, people. Giveaway time. All right, here we go. This company is known for doing giveaways of machinery. So, what company is this that does giveaways? At the moment, they're giving away a cat. I did a
Uh,
video, a little funny video recently with them because they can't find one of the guys that won the last digger, Timothy Jeffs.
oh, yeah.
So, what company?
MIA.
Yeah, what company is this that does giveaways for heavy equipment? So if you say what they are, you will get a key chain and you will get a air freshener from them. The funny thing about these, when we were in Sydney for DDT, we had a few drinks and we were all out, and then they started hanging these key rings up all the way through all the bars we went to. So every bar's got these hanging randomly. in there. Ah, Heggar. Here we go. Heggar. That's A Doug. A Doug 01 has won that. So A Doug 01. Where is he? I better write that down before I lose it. A Doug 01. Make sure you hit me up with your address, yeah? After this, send me a message with your address, people. So you are the winner of these, which are randomly hanging at the Panthers Club somewhere and wherever else we went to in Sydney. They're secretly hanging everywhere. We should make like a little competition. You got to go and see if you can find them. All right. There you go, guys.
Nice one.
Congratulations. Hey?
Nice one.
Nice one. Wait, what else have I got? Let me see. I've got to make sure. I'll do one more. We'll do one more after this. I'll do one last one, which is the big one. We'll do that for last. All right. Let me put the timer on before we chat. And actually, what I want to talk about, this is something me and Andrew always talk to each other and whinge about tax. Taxes.
Oh,
Oh, God. And I'm sure Aaron talked about this stuff too.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
it's the end of financial year. Something I did the other day is I had my pre-tax meeting with my accountant,
Yep.
and something I mentioned last year as well is it's important to make sure you have this pre-tax meeting with your accountant, because this will give
Yeah.
you a chance to pre-plan, look at,
100%.
estimate what sort of tax you're going to be paying, start
Yep.
putting a plan together. Because if
Yep.
you don't, it's too late. If you
Yep.
want to do any pre-purchases later, if you want to move stuff into super or, shuffle some money
Yep.
around, you've only got it. It's already the 8th, is it? What's the date today? Yeah,
Yeah.
the 8th already. So
Yeah.
you haven't got
It's
much
coming
time. You
up.
ain't got a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So make sure you book yourself in for a pre-tax meeting with your accountant. Is that
Yeah,
what, do you guys
definitely.
do the same thing?
Yep.
yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We do it. We do it for our personal as well. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's important. So, but
Yeah.
I think one thing's like, if they say you can go buy stuff, you're spending $1 to save 30 cents. So you
100%.
don't really need it.
Yeah,
You're
mate.
wasting money.
Fucking
Because
oath you are.
at the moment, cash is king, and
Yeah.
cash flows better than a new car sitting in the driveway.
Yeah. Yeah. Ownership's king at the moment. Cash is king.
Mm.
Ownership is probably the biggest thing at the moment. Don't fucking borrow money.
No.
Just don't
I
borrow. Yeah. Don't borrow
I
money, mate.
was all set, like I was all wrapped. I was like, all right, I know I'm gonna pay a little bit of tax this year. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go buy myself a new car. I was thinking of all these cars. I was looking at like the Ram. I was looking at
Lamborghini,
Silverados. Yes, wait,
Yeah.
Ferrari.
don't even start me on that. Don't even start me. The other day I go to my wife. What if I bought like a Lamborghini? It'd be like I can use it like for marketing. She's like, are you stupid or what? And anyway, so I started looking at youth and went and did my pre-tax planning, and my accountant and I spoke, and then exactly what you just said. He's like, even if you bought something and it's 150 grand, you're going to save yourself 10 grand on tax, and then
Yeah.
you're still going to have a massive loan, 140 grand.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you don't really need it right now, don't
Yeah.
do it. And I was like,
100%.
all right, there you go. There goes the ute. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
no ute for
Yeah.
me, man.
Yeah. Well, they brought out a rule as well, like, because obviously everyone went and bought dual cab utes to write them off. Now there's a
Yeah.
calculation you do, and if your ute doesn't meet the calculation, it's not classed as a commercial vehicle, so you can't claim it.
Really?
So,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're right.
take the
Yeah,
DBM and the tear, and then you add in, like,
that's right.
pretend they're 4 people at 70 or 80 kilos, and if there isn't a certain measurement there or a certain weight,
Yeah.
you pay tax on that 4-wheel drive.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
do.
100% deductible. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, that's right. They use them. Yeah, because they class them as semi. I think it's a semi-recreational vehicle. I can't remember the classification of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fuck you no matter what.
So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it.
Like, yeah, we're at the state, like, we pay payroll tax now. That's the biggest joke in the world. You're getting taxed to employ people.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I hear you. I've been there, done that.
Oh.
Yeah.
When are we going to start saying no though? You know what I mean? When are we going to start saying, hey, the fucking enough's enough? Like, when are we going to
Yeah.
start actually
Yeah.
sticking together like we used to as a country?
Yeah.
Because the government's imported compliance. Going to elaborate on that.
Yeah.
But they've imported people who love them because of the generosity they've shown them, which is I understand. But as business owners now, what was it? 30,000 businesses closed their doors this year or liquidated.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane, dude.
30,000, yeah.
30,000.
And big ones too. Big corporations, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, oh, fucking oath, mate. Did you hear Peter Stevens the other day, the Harley? I'm not, listen, I can't, I couldn't ride a bike to save me fucking life, yeah, but they were a really well-known brand. They went down. Porter Davis, and I couldn't, I could go on forever, right? I know personal friends of mine who have gone down, you know, in the earth moving game who have gone down, and they're not actually bad fucking businessmen.
Yeah.
They're a victim of circumstance.
Yeah.
You know, inflation, you know, not being paid, you know, crazy fucking payment terms, you know, 30 days, 60, 80, 90 days, end of month. Like, get fucked, yeah? Like, how are you supposed to fucking run a business like that? You know, and they expect us to do that, you know, and then you get the government just making these unrealistic, you know, boundaries that we are never going to meet, and then they blame us for folding. You know, not us, but you know, they blame the businesses for folding. You know, yeah, it's just
Well, I
it's a real
spoke to
shit show.
ATO. I'm like, I said to him, I'm like, I'm not getting paid, and it's a government-funded project that's not paying me, but you want me to pay my tax.
Correct.
What do I do? They're like, speak to your accountant. I'm like, you're an idiot.
Your accountant's going to fucking pay your bills?
Yeah. They're like, you just need, make people pay. I'm like, well, that's the $1 million question. If you tell me that, I'll be rich because I'll do a podcast on it. Like,
there you go.
What are you going to do? Rock up with a baseball bat and then get done with the salt?
Yeah.
You're still going to get your bill paid, and you're still going to owe money to the tax department. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking joke, mate.
Yeah, taxes.
Mark spoke about it when he was talking about like the CAs and that, you know, like they're just there to save that company money, but they don't realise the roll-on effect. Like, I'm a small business. If you push that out to the next payment claim, that's like another 60 days before I get paid on top of what I've already done.
Yeah, that's right. How are you going to survive?
Yeah, it's
fucking,
and they don't care.
Yeah. I'll tell you a funny thing about tax too, though. If you get a tax bill, a huge one, and you can't pay it, and then you go on their payment plans, the funny thing too is that they instantly start charging you interest on that money. So you might have to, and you've got a minimum repayment as well. So it's not like they give you just a choice to pick what you want to repay. They'll tell you you're going to be paying $4,000 a month back. To you pay yourself, and then if on top of that $4,000 you get $600 a month interest.
And here's another good one: your interest can no longer be claimed as an expense if you're on an ATO payment plan from the end of this month.
Yeah,
correct.
And if you apply, which my accountant told me, is you can actually apply so that if you're a good payer and you end up paying your tax back quickly, and all that interest that you paid, you can put in like a claim to get a refund for that interest. But when they refund it, that gets put in as part of your income for the next year.
What?
That's right.
And you pay tax on it again.
Oh, that's madness, isn't it?
You get fucked in the front door, and then you get fucked in the back door.
Yeah, that's it.
With a finger of the government. No, that's it. Double banger. 100%. Yeah, that's right. It's government. Yeah, and then you get these lefties going on about Trump, right? Now, this is the fucking thing that does my head in, right? You got Trump, who is terrifying everyone, and they're going, oh, he's a fucking maniac, right? So why doesn't our government, right, take some advice and stop fucking our people and start taxing what our outgoings are: uranium, copper, nickel, gas, fucking gold. But what the fuck is going on there, right? They're going after their own people now. I would have always thought that a politician would be a patriot for the country and someone who's going to look after the country, right? Now you got these fucking maniacs who are fucking their own people to pay the tax debt back that they fucked up, right? So they spent, and then they want us to pay it back. But they will not. They're too scared to tax the rest of the world. Now, Trump has gone the other way and said, well, fuck this. We're going to tax the rest of the world, but we're going to tax our fucking people. Like, is that not fucking patriotism at its finest?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that not complete and utter fucking dedication to your own people, mate, we need someone like that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everything's perfect, but
Yeah.
doing that is fucking perfect in my eyes. Like, that is a very, very, very good way of looking after your own people. And that's a true politician. I think that's what wraps up what a true politician is in its own essence. You know, is someone
Yeah.
who's going to be a servant to their own people and look after their own people.
Yeah.
But yet we've got a government here that just keeps increasing taxes, land taxes, and every other fucking tax, fire levy tax now. And who knows? They're going to tax you when you're dead now. You know,
Yeah, death tax,
yeah, death tax, and they're going to get you on
sleep
every
tax.
single part of your fucking
Yeah,
existence
yeah,
until you have no more, because they have no other way of making money but to tax their own.
Yeah.
Now, you take that fucking business model and you put it into your business, you'll be broke in a month.
Yeah.
It wouldn't last.
yeah,
You'll have
yeah,
everyone saying that they won't accept it, and that's it. Yeah, they just put up
Exactly.
stumps. Yeah, well, we can't do that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly right.
I'm gonna.
And this
Well,
is
you look at the UK. That's like they're terrible,
yeah, they're
and that's
fucking
how we're going to end up as well. We're
yeah,
following that.
yeah.
Like I've been
What's
watching
not
that
marketing,
Clarkson's
mate?
farm. That's
Yeah,
hilarious, but
yeah,
it really opened your eyes to all the hoops they have to jump to, the farmers and that, and then even
yeah,
just him trying to get his stuff done. You're just like,
yeah,
that's
Yeah.
madness,
yeah. It
Yeah.
is 100%. Yeah,
Yeah. On-site
you know,
civils. You
and the
beat
worst
both.
part with hey.
On-site civils saying they're going to vote you for the next election.
I'll be assassinated for fuck's sake. I wouldn't last 10 minutes if someone shoot me. Yeah, but yeah, but the problem is too is in Australia, right? You vote Liberal or Labor these days, right? Now I used to be a staunch Liberal man because of business, but you got to realise one thing, that every tax or tariff that Labor impose, when Liberal get in, they will not revoke it.
not revoke it.
Yeah.
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 Well, it goes
So
back to what the great Kerry Packer said. Every time you pass a new law, you
yes,
should revoke a new law.
yes. 100%. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that 100%, and that's exactly right. Then they're not gonna continue to smash our pockets,
Yeah.
They
make
are.
it harder. And you know, when you got a business and you're employing mechanics now, and I've only got 7 trucks, I'm employing mechanics. I'm looking at, you know, getting tires imported from China. You know, I'm looking at engineering my business to the fucking finest point, because now we can't afford to outsource everything. Like what? Like, it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And I know we're all in the same boat,
Yeah.
where it's just
Yeah.
becoming, you know, we should be able to make money as business owners. We make that much. We take that much fucking risk. We work that much harder. We have that much more stress. And you can't say it doesn't inflict our lives. It fucks our lives. You know, as
Yeah.
business
Yeah.
owners, we try so fucking hard
And
to
what
make
reward?
things work.
What's the reward for it?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Where's the reward?
Where's the reward now? Tax.
Yeah.
And that's all it is now. Tax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know what's a
well,
hard pill to swallow is like that Whyalla Steelworks. They let them tick up 330 million in tax,
yep.
and then I pay my tax bill late 4 days, so my payment's now screwed up. I'm like,
Yep.
oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Like,
mate.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
hopes and dreams aren't going to pay me bills, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
like 4 days, you're like, you
That-
dogs.
That's what
You're
happens.
fucking 100% right.
Yeah.
You're 100%
Oh,
right.
wait.
It's just a fucking joke.
I'm gonna do another giveaway.
Anyway.
Wait.
Hey,
Final giveaway. The
I've
title
got to
went
take
up.
off. Hey, I've got to get going, boys.
All right.
It's
Okay.
been great to chat.
Yeah. And jump on
Been great,
again, man. Whenever you're
Yeah,
free.
I will. I'll jump
on.
on next weekend, Ives. Yeah, but God,
All right.
I don't even know how to leave this part. Can you kick me out, Ives?
I
It's been great talking.
let me see if I can work it out. Hang on.
I really need to fuck off. But
One minute.
I'll get on and hate life with you guys next week.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. Thanks for joining us, man. Take it easy.
Easy, boys.
All
All
right,
right.
see you, mate.
All right. Take it easy.
Good chat. All right.
He's a legend, man. He's a legend. That was Andrew Sneok, Quake Earth Moving. Good long-term friend, man. So good.
Yeah.
Always a character to talk to, man.
Has he got an Instagram profile to see his trucks and that, or Facebook?
Yeah, Quake.
Or?
If you go to Quake Earth Moving, I think it's under Quake or under Andrew Sneok, but I think it's Quake. I think it's under Quake Earth Moving.
Yeah,
there you
nice.
go. So yeah, go check it out, guys. Nice trucks. All right, I'm going to do... Actually, I'll do 2 more giveaways. I'll do 1 more, and then we'll do a big one, which is my one. All right. So this one here is... So the question is, this is one of my sponsors that can help you with making... how can I say this? They can help you reduce paperwork for you. So they can help you reduce paperwork in your business, and they manage all your paperwork through software. What is this name? If you put in this sponsor's name, you will win a stubby holder. It's folded at the moment. It's a stubby holder and a can opener. There you go. For a can opener key ring. So this is, there you go. There's the name already, people. So if you want to win this prize, write that word in there right now. This is, they give you docket books, timesheets, pre-starts, everything all on apps, on an app they've got. There you go. Write that down. Whoever wants to win this prize, they are one of the partners. If you're not sure, have a look on my website quickly. They're on the front page. But yeah, if you want to win this prize, this is what you got to type in. Basically that word. Now, oh, no one's writing. Are they writing or is there a delay? I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
Maybe my phone's doing something. Anything?
I haven't seen it move for a little bit. Maybe I did something when I took Andrew out. I don't know. Or maybe not. I want to. I don't know. It's weird. It's a stubby holder. There you go. It opens up. And a little keychain. All right. So if anyone wants to win that prize, just write down this company's name. Nielsie. There you go. Nielsie, record time. Well, he's got record time, but I know what you meant. Nielsie. Let me write that down for here. Where is he? Record time. Where is it? Where is it? Where is that on my list? Oh, here. So that was Nielsie. Nielsie. Make sure you hit me up with that. Maybe actually, I should say whoever won prizes, write down what prize you won again, in case I mix it up. So you've won yourself. Yeah, I'll be sending the wrong stuff out. I should have said that from the start. Now people are going to be writing whatever prize they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to need a lot more Komatsu hats, I reckon.
I'll tell you what, I've got a couple more still. I've got a couple more there. All right. I'll do more next week as well. This is enticing for people to hang around. So
Yeah.
it's good.
I think I've got some more merch coming soon, so I'll flick you down some.
There you go. No worries, mate. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I'll put it up in the back there as well. So it's building. I'm going to have to expand. I'm starting to expand a bit that way now. So I've got to keep moving. I'm going to have to move the whole screen and everything to capture more.
Yeah. Put the fish eye lens on there.
To get a widescreen. Yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly. All right. What else was there? I think Little Bear asked a question. He was saying if I can say why do customers think it's okay to ask for discounts from us small business owners, but they'll just pay full price when they go to Kmart or Bunnings or somewhere. They just pay it. Record time. There you go. What was the question for the RT prize? Oh, hang on. What did I say again? Which sponsor helps your business reduce paperwork? There you go. Which one of my sponsors helps your business reduce their paperwork? Record time. He's happy. He's happy with that one. Brad Scott. Yeah, that was what I gave away. All right. There you go. So that was for Nielsie. Nielsie won that. So I'll be sending that out to him. There you go. So every week we're going to have some big giveaways, guys. Not a 10-minute one every time. Today was just a something different. I thought I'll try it. It worked. It worked all right. And we'll do another one. All right, the last one, I'll put 10 minutes, which will also be the last 10 minutes of our thing, because we've gone way over. All right.
Did we come for a while?
It's 9:40. It's all right. It's a public holiday tomorrow, so we're not going to work. It's probably not too bad.
Oh, I am.
Brad Scott. Are you working tomorrow?
Queensland doesn't have the public holiday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we had ours in April. We had like long weekends in quick succession, so you'd have like 2 weeks of short weeks. It's not bad, to be fair.
Yeah. I forgot about that. That's why I didn't realise. So some people are going to work tomorrow. I thought it was all Australia wide.
Yeah.
I was wrong. Record time said as well to Nielsie, contact them. Oh, that's right. You can also get an extended free trial. So also, yeah, for guys that don't know this, if you go into Record Time and you use eWorks Hub, as the promo code, you get another extra month of. Oh yeah, is it a discount or free trial? You get an extra month on it. You get some discounts. I can't remember exactly what it was now. I've got too many things going on. I don't know what's going on anymore. Yeah, so yeah, just contact them anyway, and I'm sure Record Time will probably contact Nielsie as well. So Nielsie, you will get contacted by Curtis from Record Time. That's it. Yeah, so that's what he Little Bear was asking. Yeah, if I can ask people why is it they reckon that customers can ask us for discounts when they just go and pay full price at a store somewhere. Is that because it's just become the norm? Like people just think they can just ask you for a discount, or is there too many of us and they play us on our pricing? I don't know. What is it?
Everyone's just, I don't know. I get it too sometimes. People complain, but then they rock up in like a brand new Wild Track or a Mercedes. I'm like, you're paying someone $200 an hour to fix your car that makes you no money. Are you serious? Why are we having this
Yeah,
conversation? Like,
yeah,
beat it.
yes. I hear you,
Like,
man. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Or,
true, yeah. I don't know. I think
yeah.
people just assume that they can ask for, like some people automatically ask. I'm like that though. I ask sometimes for a discount on things, even in stores, man. I'll say like, "Oh, can you do anything on the price?" I think it's just become a habitual thing. Like I just do it to ask, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So people just try, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I suppose it's margin on parts for us. Like we'll have our account set up with certain people and we have different markups for different clients and that and certain price points. But like when you run around to chase parts, like we can spend hours chasing parts and then it's the backwards and the forwards and like they'll drip feed your parts and then it's the admin. You still need that margin on there,
You
but
do, yeah. Yeah, you do. I think
yeah,
I think if you're firm straight away with the customer, they may not actually ask. But if you show signs of being negotiable, then they might sort of be prone to ask. You know what I mean? So if you come
yeah,
across as a bit more firm straight from the start, they might just like not even ask. You know. But if you show any sign of a bit of give, they'll be like, oh, can you do it a bit cheaper or
yeah.
this and that? You're just gonna be firm, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we get that a lot with the crushers now, I find as well, because like sometimes I'll see that hourly rate and they just don't they can't compute, you know what I mean? But then when I break it down, like if you take that concrete to the tip, it's going to cost X amount. So like, don't look at that hourly figure. Look at what you're saving to crush that 500 ton instead of spending 20, 30 grand to take it to the tip.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, right, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Just
true,
break
man.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All about dirt saying, yeah, you go to a client's house and all the kids have got 500 on Nikes and you rock up with 150 grand worth of equipment and they ask for a discount. Yeah, exactly right, man. It's so true. It's so
Yeah.
true. Yeah. Yeah, I used to say that. That was my thing. I used to always tell people like you go to get a massage or you see a physio, it's over $100 an hour to see them. They've got hardly any overheads. And then I turn up and charge 100 an hour and I've got 500 grand worth of equipment here and you're asking me for a discount and they're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
why so
Yeah.
much? And I'm like, well, yeah, it doesn't make
And
sense.
yeah, the rates aren't getting any better, but the running costs are getting more and more, which is the crazy part. Like,
That is a whole conversation in itself. Yeah, you're right, man. Like just looking at diesel price, hydraulic oil price, parts,
AdBlue,
AdBlue,
emissions faults.
AdBlue, man. Remember AdBlue used to be before they had the shortage. It was cheap as I can't remember what it was. It was less than $1 a liter. It was like I don't know. It was cheap. And then
Mm,
they had the shortage. Remember that? And it doubled and tripled, man, in price since then.
yeah,
Yeah, AdBlue's crazy, crazy, crazy.
wasted time.
Yeah, but you know what? The thing is, unfortunately, if you've got an AdBlue machine, yeah, I mean, unless you bypass things, but you just gotta do it,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
Well, a lot of the OEMs now are bringing in tier 3 machines now without AdBlue, but I also think a lot of the OEMs are realizing and getting away from that as well. If they don't need it, they don't want it. Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
heard that. Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
and they're using
Oilers
it as selling
companies.
points. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
saying like this is not a AdBlue machine now, and it's like shit. Yeah,
Yeah. Greases have gone up as well. I noticed that with grease.
yeah, yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. Yeah. No, things have gone up. Yeah, that's probably another thing we can talk about next week. Then, yeah, definitely. We'll talk about that. Talk about hourly rates hourly rates versus rising operational costs,
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah,
rates
because
aren't even going up at like CPI. They're below CPI, and then inflation's well above that, and the price of everything. Like,
yeah,
you roll that all together. Even just tolls in Sydney, man. Tolls in Sydney are ridiculous.
yeah. I
Like,
just paid them as well. I had because my linked whatever it is tops up automatically. So
yeah,
even when I travelled through Sydney recently, it was like every time it gets to like $50 or something, it really tops up. And I was like $50
yeah,
top up, another top up. It just kept top every day. I was like, hang on a minute, what's going on here?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
know what we got? My sister-in-law created a spreadsheet, right? So now when we get our linked bills, we download it as a spreadsheet and put it in. And what we do with the spreadsheet, it takes the number plates and then it puts them in like times, because sometimes I'll charge you like a plate read fee.
Oh,
So like you'll come down to the
yes.
M2
Yeah.
and you'll get PIMs normally, then you get onto the M7, then it charges you for your tag not working.
Yeah.
Like, I just drove down it got me on the M2 10 minutes ago, and you ring them, they're like, no, it must be your thing. You're like, no, no. And then we send them the spreadsheet now, and they're like, all right, we'll reimburse you. So
Oh,
that's something people should look into is, yeah, it saves a lot of money. Like, I've pulled $250 back out of it.
wow. That's amazing. You know why? Because I used to look at all my bills. I used to look at every single bill for everything, and I've sort of run out of time to do that, I suppose now.
Yeah,
And one thing is, yeah, my linked account, like my toll account, I never look at it anymore. And I don't even
yeah,
have, you know what? I've become so lazy that they sent me a couple of new tags, and I haven't even put them in the ute or my wife's car even, and we just keep driving on the thing. We're probably getting charged a read fee every time
yeah. You
because we
get
don't have
a
the
number
tags in.
plate fee, and then you get an admin fee. Like, yeah, they get you hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I do know one guy, he's never paid for a toll. He's just got like some ungodly bill. And he's like, I didn't sign up for it. I'm not paying it. I'm like, right, yeah.
Oh, and you know what? They'll probably get away with it. Someone like that will get away with it, but I'll be the one that has to pay always. I bet you.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. I heard stories, people tick them up and then, yeah, they offer them half. Oh, we'll just pay half of the bill then.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it gets to a certain thing.
Hey, it happens with a lot of things. Yeah, it happens like that. If you don't pay, you don't pay. Then they come back with like a little fee to just end everything, which is probably like half, and then people just pay
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and I've heard that with insurance claims, all sorts of things. Yeah,
Mm.
people just don't pay it, and then eventually they just to get you to pay, they'll just reduce it by half. Yeah.
Cut it in half, yeah.
Mr. Sneok still listening. Transurban will start building our road soon. Yeah, there you go, man. There you go.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've got to
Man.
pay all them dudes that just sit in the trucks 24/7,
Mm-hmm.
just sitting on the roadways.
That's so true, man. So true.
Mm.
All right, let me do a giveaway. Last giveaway, 40 seconds. I'm a bit early. 40 seconds. I'll do the last giveaway. I'll stop it now. All right, guys. This is a giveaway, a special one. Yeah, a special giveaway. This will be the last one for the evening as well. All right. So this will be a simple one. I mean, you have to spell it correctly. It has to be spelled correctly. 2 words. What is the best earth-moving podcast in the world? The best earth-moving podcast in the world. The winner will receive, just in time for winter, one of these beanies. What is the hint? The best podcast in general in the world. Oh, tell me.
Oh,
No, actually, hang on. Oh no! Wait, what do I do
oh,
now? What do I do now? He didn't spell it correctly.
yeah, you
What
said
do I do now?
it's got to be spelled correctly.
Oh no! He's gonna hate me. He's gonna hate me because I said that. You know what? Yeah, I'll do this.
Oh,
Tilney's Earthworks. Tilney's Earthworks. You'll get one. Sydney Rockwalls. I'll send you one as well, man. There you go. All right. So Tilney's Earthworks gets a beanie. Where is he? Where's
Quake Earth Moving Hub.
He's gonna make his own channel. So
Yeah.
who did I say? The beanie goes to Tilney's. Where's the beanie one? Where did I write that? Oh no, I've lost the plot here. I've got too many notes. I've been scribbling stuff as we go. I don't
Been
know where I put the
podcasting
beanie.
for too long.
Oh man, and these last few weeks have been absolute chaos for me. I'll just write beanie here. Wait, beanie. So was it Tilney's? Tilney's
Buildings and Rockwalls, Sydney Rockwalls.
and Sydney Rockwalls.
Sydney Rockwall Constructions.
Sydney Rockwalls in Queensland. How's that, huh? I always stir up Andrew. Sydney Rockwalls in Queensland. All right, so I'll be sending out a beanie to these two guys. So actually, what you can do, if you want, he was waiting all night for that, and then he stuffed it up. That's all right, all good. You know what? If you write me your address, also tell me what color. I think there's black, blue, and grey. So just also write what color you want. There you go. Because I've got a few different colors. All right, there you go. All right. He knew that was coming up. Yeah, Andrew Sneos. Oh
Bit of
man.
insider trading.
Inside of trading, look at him. Yeah. So Tilney's Earthworks. All right, he did a typo. That's fine. We'll let it go. All right. What else, man? Is there anything else before we finish up, or you want to save some stuff for next week?
No, we'll save some stuff. I think I'll start thinking a bit more, and I don't know. Talk about making big rocks into little rocks.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. Yeah. See how people go with the battery testing.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. Yeah, guys, that's good advice. Yeah, good advice. So I know we didn't specifically talk too much about just maintenance. We went sort of over everything, which is good. That's the whole point of this. Whatever comes, we talk about it. Whatever's helpful for the industry, man. So we did a bit of tax stuff. Spoke about use. Spoke about complained about tolls. What else do we do?
Yeah.
Everything. So
Yeah.
we did everything. The government, conspiracies. I don't know.
Yeah.
We've covered everything. Yeah.
We just need a religion, and we'd have the golden triangle of what not to talk about in the smoko shed.
Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. All right. That's it. Yeah, you know what? Let's call it quits here. We've been here. It's gonna be almost 2 hours, so we did well.
Yeah.
To everyone that joined, anyone that was listening, if there's anything that you wanted to add, or you want us to talk about specific, send me a message. And if it's maintenance wise, I'll get on to Aaron. He can also work out an answer for us for the next one.
Yeah.
And
What
else?
like reach out to me, send me messages and that. So yeah, feel free. I don't mind chatting. So if I don't know, I'll figure something out or find it out. So
yeah, that's it. Good. No, thank you. Thanks for offering that. To everyone, thanks very much for listening. To everyone that joined us this evening, thank you as well. Andrew Sneox writing good chat, guys, real topics. That's it. Yeah, very good. I try and keep it real. We try and keep it so that whatever we talk about is probably what everyone's thinking anyway. So it's good. That's what we want. Good content. This will all be posted on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to Earthworks Hub on all the other platforms, so Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, all of that. Anyway, it's go on there, find me on there, and make sure that you also follow, subscribe, and Definitive Contracting.
subscribe and like.
Subscribe and like. I know. I gotta say, like all the other guys, make sure you subscribe and like and follow.
Yeah.
That's
Click
right.
up here.
Yeah. Click the link.
Yeah. Click the link here.
Yeah, that's it.
Last week's episode there.
That's right. And I have to make the little subscribe thing come up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've been doing that lately. You'll see on my next videos that come out. I'm starting to like point to stuff and that. Yeah, it's just.
Have you got the bell that comes up?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and click all notifications. Yeah, that's right. Hit the bell. That's right. All right, guys. Thank you very much, Aaron, as well. Make sure you're following Definitive Contracting. Aaron, thanks so much for your input this evening. And as usual,
mate. Yeah, it was always good to be on. Yeah. It's a pleasure.
That's it, man. That's it. I hope you have a good week. Sorry, I didn't. I held you here. I didn't know that you're working tomorrow, but good luck with
none of my boys are working, so it's an easy one tomorrow. So
lucky, man. You're lucky. All right, cool. All right, everyone. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all on the next episode. Take care, everyone.
See you, mate. Bye.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For trucks, obviously. On the lot.
He became steel